Welcome to the Pish Tosh podcast with Emma Red March Rose.
Thank you for listening as I share my interviews with students of the performing arts.
Today's episode features co-star and classmate from Writing One, Jack Mathews.
Alrighty, we are here with Jack Mathews.
Thank you for having me. That was quite a voice change you just did there.
Improv. I was trying to decide how I was going to mispronounce your name and be just a jerk to my guest immediately.
You are not a jerk. You could never be a jerk.
Pish posh. Jacqueline Mathews. What's your middle name?
I'm not telling you. You'll have to guess it.
Damn it. You know I love this.
I'll give you warmer or colder.
Okay, great.
And then I'll give you hints if necessary, if you're too cold.
Okay. Jack in the Beanstalk Mathews.
Never heard that.
Jack Ball Trades Mathews.
Did you just say ball trades?
Ball trades. It's an industry. Buying and selling balls. Jack Ball Trades.
No.
Jack Diane Mathews. Do you have a little story about you?
I have a little ditty.
Did you?
Yeah, I have a little ditty.
Oh, I'm trying not to laugh too
Jack
hard
and Diane.
That was definitely the bench that I'm on. That's good to know, though.
The crackling that the listeners probably can't hear.
The farting noise, that was the bench, actually.
Oh, I thought that was me.
We're in a tight space, and I'm looking forward to
Let me give you a little hint here. Let's go a little German with the name.
Ooh.
Germanic middle name.
Okay, Jack Adolf Mathews.
Not quite. A little less German. How about that?
I'm going to apologize for my voice real quick because I'm still fighting whatever allergies or demon bug this is. So Jack is getting a nice reception right now of germs.
Yeah, well, it's not just germs. Like, you're just hawking all over me.
I am.
My
The
face
phone,
is wet.
his phone.
Yeah.
I brought him some water, and then I didn't even think about it. I didn't need to because I've got just fluids coming at you.
No, it's great. It's like being at one of those
body.
like outdoor music festivals where they just have the misters, you know?
Yes, and the misses.
Oh, jeez.
The misters.
And the misses.
Oh, my favorite band.
And the whole fam dam.
That's right.
Yeah.
I don't like those, actually.
No?
Very much, yeah.
So it starts with
Well,
H.
I like both. It starts with H.
Yeah.
I'm going to blame the medicine that I'm not taking that I should be taking for the cold.
You mean the medicine that is your coffee that you're pouring into from one receptacle to a different one?
That's right.
All right.
Either are good to drink out of, but I prefer to mix them all together.
Smart. Now you're just going to pitch that glass right into a landfill, right, too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
These aren't reusable metal cups.
This is explicit, right? This one? This episode?
Yeah. Do you have a swear coming? Do you feel
fuck
one coming
recycling.
on? Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, that was not
Hot
where I was
take.
expecting
I
that
know.
to go.
I
That's
actually
exciting.
just listened to a podcast where they basically were all fuck recycling. It was crazy.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Because recycling's not done well enough, or because
Yeah,
it's bad
because apparently
anyway?
China used to buy all our like recycling garbage, and then they had some film come out that showed basically that all the people that were buying the garbage and had to clean it off and everything were like getting super sick, and there are a bunch of children in China doing it. I know, that's a total bummer. And so now they've got like I think it's called Operation National Sword, and they're like, we're not going to buy the people's garbage anymore.
Whoa.
And so
is that
like,
why we recycle now?
No, it's the other way around.
Oh, that's why we
like
shouldn't
this happened
recycle.
last year, and so now tons of recycling plants are literally just burning their trash or like throwing it away, or like China apparently started throwing a bunch of our recycling in the ocean. And so this one guy was like, hey, recycling is actually worse because it ends up in the ocean. It's crazy.
Oh
I know.
my god.
Yeah, it blew my mind and made me sad, and
That's
now
insane.
makes me not want to recycle.
That makes me not want to recycle either. You hear that, listeners?
Fuck recycling.
I'm so glad there's 8 of you and not like 8 million.
Yeah, but you know what? 8 is enough.
8 is enough. We'll start not recycling and encourage your friends and family to also not recycle. Who is working on getting it into the space? Because I feel like that was a plan at some point.
Into space?
Yeah, but I mean, just
like
shoot
Superman.
it off into space?
Here's the bad idea with that, Miss Emma.
Uh-oh.
You throw it into space. No, it never comes back. We lose things from the Earth.
And you know what they say? One man's treasure is another man's trash, and it could be all of one man's treasure just out in the universe, and that man is going to be so sad.
He is going to be sad. It's like when Superman threw all the nukes into the sun.
Yeah, exactly.
That's just less nukes now.
Now
less
we have
nuclear
no
energy.
Nukes.
Now we can't power our homes later from the plutonium.
Or scare our society.
Or we can't rule people with fear. Oh. What are we going to do?
Well, I tell you what we're not going to do.
What's that?
Recycle.
Yeah! That's right. We high-five, listeners.
Yes, we sound like evil geniuses, just like plotting the end of the world in here.
So, 6 letters.
6 letters.
Starts with H.
Jaime. Wait,
Spell
that starts with a
Jaime
J.
with 6.
Damn it. That's wrong.
And is 5 letters.
God damn it.
And is not German.
Oh my God.
Yeah, German.
1, 2,
6
3,
letters,
4,
H.
5, 6. Is it Howard?
No, but that's that's a decent guess, though.
But I don't think it's German. I don't know, maybe.
Maybe. It's a duck. Howard the Duck.
I don't get that.
You don't know who Howard How old are you?
Old enough.
Old
enough to rent a hotel in North Carolina.
Are you old enough to rent a car?
What state are we talking about?
The state where you're over 25.
Oh, then yes.
Okay.
Wait, how old would you be? Like 30? I don't know if mine was up higher.
I just mean
I'm
Howard.
27
Okay. I'm 42.
and a half.
I am 42 and a third.
I'm 42 and a third too. Wait, when's your birthday?
April
March?
14th.
April 14th?
Yeah.
What a great time to have a birthday.
Oh no. Your 8 listeners are going to steal my identity now.
Now they know your first and last name, and they're about to know that your middle name is Hedwig.
First 2 letters are right.
Hermes.
Close. First 4 letters are right.
Ooh, Geraldo. Harold.
What are the first 4 letters of Hermes?
First 4?
Yeah, first 4.
Your name is Herman.
It's Herman.
It's Herman.
It's Herman.
Oh my God.
Herman. Close to German, right?
Oh my God. Oh, you got me. That's great.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Herman.
That was such a great alliteration. Just like a riddle.
A riddle.
Oh my God.
I didn't even realize it until we said it, but yeah, no,
Wow.
that is my cursed middle name. All of my family is just sloppy with Williams and Hermans, and yeah, but what an awful middle name to have, I guess.
I think it's great.
Well, thank you.
Oh man.
Thank you.
I like it because it's like if I was like that guy's cute, then somebody could be like, oh, that's Herman.
Herman,
yeah,
exactly.
Exactly.
That is what I said
him.
growing up.
That's good.
I tried to defend it.
You know, my middle name's Herman, but I could be your man. Is that what you said?
Pretty much. Hey,
awesome.
guess how many times that ever worked? Goose egg, 0. Yeah.
Oh, I thought goose egg was maybe some old-timey phrase for like 2 dozen, 2.5 dozen.
Oh, it
looks
used
like
to be
he's
2.5
got a goose
dozen.
egg.
Yeah, back in the aughts.
Yeah.
It was.
I've got a goose egg of bread slices.
It's like a baker's dozen where a baker eats half of one of the things.
That's right.
That's a goose egg.
And never gets asked out on a date.
Never gets asked out on a date.
Because of his fantastic middle name.
Oh, thank you.
Is surprising. You didn't let me finish. It's surprising that he didn't get asked out on dates because of his name. That's why it's surprising.
Oh, well, thanks. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you got the sentiment being positive. I still had to explain for some reason, arbitrarily.
Howard the Duck. That was one of the first Marvel movies back in the 80s, starring Leah Thompson and the guy who was the principal in Ferris Bueller's Day Off, whose name I can't remember right now.
Yep. Yeah, he was in Beetlejuice and some other movies.
He was in he was the red-haired bad guy in every movie in the 80s, pretty much.
That's right. Now in the 20s, the 2020s, that's gonna be me.
That's gonna be you?
Yeah, I'm gonna take over every red-headed bad guy in every movie.
Holy shit!
It's gonna be a big year.
And now that it's this time, it's the time for it to be a lady instead of a man in the role. Everyone's gonna be mad at you.
Oh, I can't wait.
Oh, it's gonna be awesome.
I've never had anybody mad at me before.
Right, they're gonna be like...
What's that like? That sounds bad, though.
What, people being mad at you?
Yeah, I don't know if that's...
Oh, well, it depends.
Hey, listeners, if anyone's been mad at me, my bad.
Do you like being drunk with power?
I like being drunk, but I'm sober now.
Oh,
And I don't like power very much.
Well, then I guess they probably won't be mad at you then, I guess.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, how do I get somebody mad at me?
How do you get somebody? Well, you can be drunk for one thing, but you can't do that now. So.
Yeah.
Let's see. You can.
That I can remember. That's what I should say. I don't think anyone's been mad at me that I can remember. Yeah, it's definitely
well,
happened.
there's two drunks, right? Like if we went back to your, how long have you been sober now?
Actually, by the time this comes out, it will have been over 10 months.
Wow. So
Yeah,
a month
my
ago
new
into today, then.
Yes.
You're waiting 9 months to do this. Yeah.
Is 1 month old. My new sober life. I thought about getting pictures made.
Yeah.
Like kind of like Christmas pictures of me just legs akimbo, looking like I'm in the delivery room, just giving birth to my new sober life, and just like, here's my new life. It's gonna be less dangerous.
You know, one of my wife's friends was on a TV show called Rattled,
Oh.
and it was to
About babies?
chronicle like the first year of a birth, and I got to
God.
see her.
How long is that birth? Oh no, it's happening.
Oh my god, that's awesome! Yeah, no, and, like I got to see her legs akimbo on the TLC channel.
Whoa.
Yeah, they blurred out her
Who?
her parts.
I don't know what words, even though it's explicit. There's only so many words that I think our listeners want to hear for vagina.
For what? I'm sorry.
Vagina. If you don't say it loud, it's like you're not saying
Did
it
I
at
say
all.
hoo-ha? No, I just said legs akimbo. I didn't say hoo-ha.
I said hoo-ha.
What's that?
I said hoo-ha.
Oh, you did,
Sometimes
okay.
I tell myself not to say things, and then it makes me say them loud.
I'm just glad I didn't say hoo-ha. Because if I'd have said hoo-ha, that would have been kind of maybe it deemed offensive, you know. So I'm glad I'm not
God.
saying. Maybe, I don't know. But
I
I'm
just
glad-
made somebody mad.
High five. I
I just high-fived that too.
but I didn't say hoo-ha, so I haven't made anyone mad.
You're doing great.
Thanks. I'm trying to bring this thing up, you know.
Thank you.
But yeah, but no. So after seeing like a friend legs akimbo on national television, I don't need to see it again.
Oh, so you've seen all you need.
Oh yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
You know what? I've asked you one question.
Yeah. My middle name.
Yes.
Oh, we got that one down.
And it's Herman.
Yeah, it is.
And you know how happy I am to have known that now? Super, super duper happy. So
I was honestly apprehensive about coming out with it. Like I grew up like hating my middle name so much.
oh my God.
I know, but now I feel free.
Do you know my middle name? Everybody's got my middle name.
Your middle name's Red Marsh.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to come up with my own middle name.
Yeah.
Maybe
What is
you
your
should
middle
come
name?
up with your own middle name.
What's your middle name?
It's Marie.
Oh, that is a lot.
There's a lot of Maries out there.
There's a lot of Maries.
Yeah, I have four aunts,
Mm-hmm.
and my mom. They're all named Mary, and my grandma.
Really?
Yeah,
You know, that's a lot of like.
I think it's a Catholic thing.
I was gonna say that's a lot of guilt to live up to. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a lot. They've handled it really well. I had a family reunion this past Saturday. Yeah, we were just talking about it.
You want to hear a weird little story? So my real name is not Jack. It's actually John.
What?
Yeah.
They said there's too many Johns out there. We're gonna call him Jack.
Yeah. Well, no. So it was actually because so I'm a junior. So
Okay.
that's another part of my name that didn't.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. There's
Do you have more?
Right.
Emperor Jack John Herman Mathews Jr.
the 8th. No.
PhD.
PhD Esquire.
Yes.
And my great grandfather. So my dad's name is also Jack John. You know, John. He goes
I thought it
by
might be
Jack.
your mom.
And my great grandfather wanted my grandfather to name my dad after him. My great grandfather's name is Jacob, and so Jack is a nickname for Jacob as well as John.
That makes sense.
So my grandfather's like, "Fuck that! I don't like the name Jacob. I'm going to call my kid John, but we're going to tell him it's Jacob."
Oh my God.
So
we
until
were just talking about pranking.
right, so until the
He got
day
you good.
we got that old man good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So till the day he died, my great grandfather called me Jacob, and that's why I'm Jack, to fool an old man.
Did you guys have like a celebration?
When he died,
Yeah.
yeah, we're like fuck this. No, we did not
Joke
have a
is done.
celebration.
I'm sure he was a lovely man.
He was a lovely man. I have a painting of his in my room.
No way. May I ask what the painting is of?
Yeah, it is a lovely scene of like a It's like a river and like a canoe on the river in the woods.
Oh my God, that sounds magical.
He was amazing. He was a woodworker, and he made like tons of like furniture for like there's this one. I can't remember the name of the house right now, but it's like this like those historical homes you can go and visit, or like more like a hotel type thing. And he made like all the nice furniture in there.
Oh my God.
He's made like dressers and all sorts of stuff.
Whoa.
I know, Pop Kuhn. He was a cool guy.
Man, there's something about woodworkers, people that build furniture, that, I mean, it's like you're leaving an imprint on the world. I mean, it's so useful.
Yeah.
I mean, I say that almost like it's sarcasm or like it's joking, but I swear I'm being 100% sincere. I mean, so many of our jobs now are like internet-based and software-based, which is great too. We need that, but there's something to be said for being able to hold something and use it in your day-to-day life.
Yeah, the fact that it's like tangible.
Physically tangible, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We're sitting in chairs right now.
We are. We're sitting in the lovely Second City. I don't want to really out our location, but I guess room 303.
Come find us. Oh God!
Oh.
We did it!
Oh no!
They're gonna be busted in.
Oh no! 9 months later, when this goes live,
That's right.
It's gonna be tough.
Yes, I'll be 10 months sober when this comes out.
Right. It's gonna be amazing.
Do you do anything after this? We can get some drinks.
Yeah. Let's.
Oh my God.
No. I'm not gonna do this
Sobriety.
to you. No.
Hey.
I'm calling your sponsor. Do you have a sponsor?
I should. I'm 10 months in, but I keep losing them.
You keep losing the sponsors?
Yeah, they're like, nah.
They're like, you're just not worth it.
That's right.
They're like, look, just get a drink already.
Yeah, they're like, you're not sober if you keep doing meth, Emma. And I'm like, no, I'm kidding. I've never done meth that I know of.
You're like, if I smoke it, it's not drinking, right?
That's right. If I drink it, then it's not smoking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so smart.
Drink a lot of weed. I think, speaking of drinking weed, I think I'm going to go on a break. Well, no, that's not how I want to segue that. Because then it kind of sounds like I'm going to go drink some weed.
How about this? How about we say
that
we're going to smoke some crack
down on the second floor, because the fourth floor. They said smoking crack's on the fourth floor.
Yeah. Smoking weed's on the second floor.
That's right.
But also, like, I feel like smoking crack is like cooler.
Yeah, and I feel like if you get to the fourth floor and you're like, damn, I'm not high enough, then you go to the fifth floor and you jump off the roof.
Time for a break.
Oh, that's a much worse note to end on. Okay, nobody smoke crack or do suicides.
Yeah, don't do suicides.
Okay, kids.
Don't do suicide.
Talk to your kids about suicides.
And don't do it.
And not doing them. Yes, don't smoke any suicides. Okay, oh God. We'll come back in a whole different mood. We'll just forget all this happened.
Oh.
Enjoy this product.
Hey guys, the only thing that I like more than popping bubblegum is eating cheese. So I created something awesome for you guys. It's called Chester's Cheddar Cheese Gumballs. Y'all enjoy, they're delicious. Cheesy.
Alrighty, and we are back with Jack Herman Mathews, or so to say, Jack John Jr. Herman Mathews.
Jingleheimer Schmidt.
That's right.
Yeah.
His name's my name.
Too.
Also.
As well.
In addition, his name is my name. Oh my God. So I can't remember what we were talking about when we went to break, but I'm sure it doesn't matter, and let's never talk about it again.
No, let's not. No, it's not something for the faint of heart.
No, so happy. Oh my gosh. This is still the bench, people. This is the first time I've used this bench for a podcast. And
for anyone that doesn't know, Emma is just like farting all over the place and blaming the bench.
That's...
like it's actually buckling underneath her.
All right, thank you for your time, Jack.
Okay, it was good talking to you.
It was great talking to you.
Yeah.
You see yourself out of the second. I'm just kidding. No, I actually, something happened the other day. I created something that I don't know if I should be proud or terrified.
What? Let's hear it.
Well, I don't want to make this about me.
Please.
I need to ask you some questions for sure.
Well, why don't we?
Things I need to know.
I think it looks like you need to get this off your chest.
Well, in a way.
Yeah?
Not so much my chest. I was in the shower.
Okay.
The other morning, Friday morning.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, sexy shower, imagination.
Mm-hmm.
And I started to have a gaseous spell. And I'm not a big fart joke person.
All right.
I mean, I laugh at them and I make them and I find them hilarious. But I say I'm not a big fart joke person so that I sound like an adult.
Right.
Right.
When you end that with a question mark, it shows that it's true.
I'm an adult?
I'm an adult?
Yeah. And so what had happened? You know when you're in the shower and when you fart in the shower, it's much worse than when you fart anywhere else because it creates like an echo? And not like an echo sound, but like a smell echo.
Yeah.
It just reverberates off all the damp walls.
An olfactory echo.
That's right.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Again, I'm trying not to laugh because if I laugh, I will cough, and it will happen before the end of this episode.
But
olfactory.
let's.
But to finish up, I created what I can only describe as being an anal vortex. It was a stir-em-up of hot, damp air.
Oh, you
It
made.
just created like a hurricane in the bathtub area.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You made an event happen.
Yeah, it was a warm front.
Meets a cold front meets
hot
a
behind.
stink front. Hot behind. And it
was
just
rough.
swirled and fueled itself, I guess.
It did. It almost took me away.
Oh my God.
I think there was a cow flying by.
Do you know,
Stormed my
like,
thing.
I feel like the NBC5 Storm team might have picked it up on their dual Doppler radars. Did you know they have two? They have two Doppler radars, the
I think
NBC
they're
Storm
gonna
team.
need 3. They're gonna need a third one.
They're going to
I
need a
probably
third
broke
one.
those
I think
two.
you broke them, yeah.
Oh my God.
They were like, the radar's telling us there's an anal vortex in the north side of
my
Chicago.
God.
I know.
Yes.
There were like cows actually circling
That's
your
what
roof.
happened.
Yeah, and then they farted.
Oh my God.
Like, don't you see it just builds on? What did you do?
Maybe it'll keep it warm though this winter.
You know what they're
If we
gonna?
can harness it, that would be the key.
This is gonna be the new Mrs. O'Leary's cow story of Chicago. You don't know this. You're new here.
No, I don't know Miss O'Leary's cow.
Mrs. O'Leary's cow is the famed cow that knocked over the lantern that started the Chicago fire. And that is why it
Did
is
they hang Miss O'Leary and the cow?
I think they hanged her by the cow.
Whoa.
No, but they did build a fire station where her barn allegedly was. Like that is
That's
like
a good idea. And there'd
it's-
be no fires there.
right. So now you know what they're going to do is they're going to build like a water treatment plant where you live now
Oh my God. Yeah.
because of the
They're
anal
gonna have
vortex
to.
you started
Yeah.
that took the city by. So like every time I'm like, you know, like when you're walking around downtown,
Yes.
then you like get like a city whiff.
Yep.
Is that you?
Yeah, it is.
Holy shit, man.
Yeah.
I
If you
don't-
feel a warm breeze, that's me.
Oh
Yeah,
God.
whisper in your ear. It's me.
It's not a whisper, is it? That didn't sound like a whisper. That sounded like something else.
I am Emma's evil twin, Claire, who talks about farts. Emma doesn't really fart.
No, girls don't fart.
No, girls don't fart. I'm a girl.
Girls.
All of this is true.
Right.
Made.
You haven't said one lie in the past 10 minutes.
I never
have
have in my lifetime.
you? You've never lied.
No.
Oh my God.
No.
Well, answer me this. Like, are you a queen?
A queen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa. I believe you because you've never lied.
Thank you. I know.
Oh my God.
Thank you. I know. I have not.
Thank you for like letting me just be around you then, because I've never been around royalty before.
Oh well, you have.
I have.
Yeah, but you maybe just didn't know it because you know Jeff Landsman. He's the king of all the Landsmen.
He's the king of all the landsmen.
Yes. And are you the king of the Mathews?
I don't like to brag, but yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Are
Well,
you-
actually, my dad is. I'm the junior, so I'm the prince of the Mathewses.
Ooh, that's so exciting.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
man.
once he dies, once that fucker dies, my dad,
You're taking over?
I'm being the fucking king.
Oh my God, that's so
Yeah,
exciting!
I know. I'm just
that's
waiting.
Great.
I know.
Oh my God. So do you have brothers and sisters? Do you have any olders that you have to kill before you get to the
No.
throne?
I just have a younger sister.
Oh man, so you only have one younger sister of all your siblings?
Of all of my siblings, there's only the
There's
one.
only one.
And she
Oh,
is the
man.
younger. Yes.
How is that? Do you like her being your younger sister? Would you rather her not be?
I'd just rather her not be my sister.
Like you wish that she still existed, but in a different like family dynamic somewhere, or you just wish she was dead, or never having had existed.
No, it's not that I wish she would have existed like 3 years later.
Oh, okay. That sounds
But so do
good.
my parents. They've told her that, which
Oh.
is sort of sad. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. But no, yeah, I've got my sister. She lives in Austin still. which is-
Texas?
Yeah, that's where I lived before this.
No way.
Yeah, I lived in Austin for like 18 years.
I love Texas.
I love Austin.
I've only been through it, but I liked the sky.
Where through it?
You know where it kind of humps up at the top there?
Yeah,
That part.
the Panhandle.
Is that what it's called?
That's what it's called.
Yeah, the beaches of Texas up there.
You mean Galveston up there?
Sure, yeah. Yeah. It was the place where the sky was just huge.
You know, the sky
There's
is
so many
huge.
stars.
Lots of places. Oh, right. Well, you know,
See, you know what I'm talking about.
I
Oh,
do.
the place where the sky is huge.
I was about to mock you, and then I'm like, oh, then when you mentioned all the
right.
stars, it's like, yeah. Well, you know, they say the stars at night are big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas.
That's beautiful.
You've never heard that song?
Is that your anthem?
Is that my
Texas
anthem? Yeah, it's my national anthem. That's when I'm king. That becomes the national anthem.
Nice.
Is the stars at night are big and
horns?
bright, deep in the heart of Texas.
Texas.
No, people clap. They go,
Oh, you gotta clap.
yeah, they clap.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So you have one little sister, and you guys were little sister. She's probably an adult now.
She's definitely an adult.
Yeah.
She's 40. So.
Oh, wow. Okay. Does she listen to podcasts? Is she gonna hear this? Is she okay with her age just being thrown out there? Really?
She's 40.
When did she lose her virginity? Just kidding. I don't know why you would know
At
that.
38.
anyway.
No,
Oh
I
my
don't.
God. That's awesome. So you were born in Austin?
No, I was born in Florida.
Whoa.
I am Florida man. When you read all those articles, that's me.
Oh my God, like Florida man.
Like fucks an
meets
alligator.
I was gonna say meats, but
Well, meats and beats.
yeah. He's beating his meat on an alligator.
Beats his meat.
Oh my God.
Oh man, by the way, it's dangerous.
Having sex with an alligator?
Well, beating your meat on an alligator. Well, I mean, having sex with an alligator, that's
Could you get your heart broken?
it. Yeah,
Because they're always just like, see you later.
alligator.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I'm like, after a while, but they're already gone by then.
Oh.
Oh, my
That's
phone
so
is
sad.
my phone is blowing up here.
You're so popular.
I know.
You're way more. I'm glad you made time for me today. I really appreciate you coming all the way down here.
You know what's weird? It's like the person that is IMing me is actually someone that was recently on Shark Tank.
Wow.
I know.
That's so exciting for them.
That was exciting for him, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
I feel like we need to fast forward a little bit.
No, let's rewind. So I'm fucking this alligator.
Florida man.
I know. And it's
Oh my
like, and the
God.
alligator's just like,
Is that your sister? I mean, not the alligator. Ew, that'd be gross. But was your sister made?
from an alligator?
Yeah, is your mom an alligator?
I mean, my mom sort of is in the sense that she tans a lot.
Oh, that works. Yeah,
Yeah,
same
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Likes to lay out by the 2 sets of eyelids.
Yeah, eats puppies.
Oh, good.
Yeah, she crawls out of the canal and eats puppies every so often.
Yeah,
You know, people put up signs around her.
that's good.
They're like, give Connie a wide berth.
Yes,
you know?
yes.
Don't put small children or animals around her.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's great.
I'm really doubting she'll listen to this.
I hope not. If you are listening, Connie, we love you and we'd love to have you on the show.
Yeah, and plus, you know, like, lay off the eating of the puppies.
Yeah, I was about to say that hurts. That hurts everyone.
Mostly-
Except for the Humane Society, they're probably okay with it.
Oh, they actually bring her by sometimes.
They just throw the puppies to her.
Well, you know, like
in
the
her
ones
canal?
that, you know, they have like the no-kill policy, right? Mm-hmm. But if there's just a puppy and an alligator in the same room.
Then whose responsibility is that, Connie?
Right, exactly.
Take care of business.
Who's to say what happens?
Exactly. It's like Schrodinger's puppy.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
the box is the alligator's belly. And we don't know if the puppy's alive or not.
And where's the
It's
mouth?
just inside the...
It's just inside the belly. You don't know until you cut open the alligator.
That's right.
Is the
We don't wanna
dog
do
alive
that.
or
That's your
dead?
mom. We don't want to talk negatively about your mom.
Yeah, and she didn't have a C-section, so I don't think she had her belly cut open.
No, we don't need to do that again.
No?
For the first time.
We're not talking about my actual mom, Emma, not an alligator. This is the improv training. I'm an actor.
Oh my God, your mom's not an alligator?
No. I don't know if you listeners can't
Wow.
see this.
the
Emma's
hell?
head just literally exploded.
We just lost eye contact because of the head explosion.
She is. She actually is looking away from me, disappointed at being flummoxed. Would that be the word?
Yeah. I think that's the word,
Oh my
Jeff.
God.
Jack.
You just
John.
called me Jeff. Okay. All right. So here, let's go
Okay,
back to
we're
this. We
even
haven't
now.
talked about the acting
even
class
now.
that you abandoned me on.
Do you know what?
What?
No, I was asking you.
Oh, yeah. What is me and Jeffrey, what's his middle name?
Brian.
Jeffrey Brian Landsman have taken many a class together.
Yes.
And people keep mistaking us for each other.
You know what? I did that in the beginning of the class.
Yeah?
A couple times, yes.
So did our
I did mistake you for Mary Doctor on last week's show. That
You mistook me for Mary Doctor?
Yeah, but not like because of the looks.
Is it 'cause
you guys
of-
look a little differently? But no, I just got mixed up because I thought her sketch was your sketch, and then I realized later that no, it was your sketch. The Midwestern one. I love
Midwest
that
Marie
one.
Kondo?
Midwest Marie Kondo. That was great.
Oh, thank you so much.
I love that.
That-
Many sketches I loved.
That was literally based on everything about my in-laws' family.
I was afraid to like bring it up on the podcast because I remember you saying that afterward. You're like, these are all actual real people.
Yeah.
Just like maybe turned up a half a notch.
Not as much as you'd think.
Oh.
Oh, I don't mind talking about it. In fact, my brother-in-law will probably listen to this, who's the...
Oh my God.
He is the... So, I did not base the relationship on them, but like, my brother-in-law is living with the Midwest girl. But yeah, they do have the poison mattress.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, they do have a mattress in their
my
basement
God.
that they will never put on a bed, but will
Wow.
not get rid of because they paid good money for it.
My dad is an actual hoarder too. Like
Yeah.
like hallways through his house kind or pathways.
Really?
Yeah. Like I have found so many dead animals in his house.
Whoa!
Yeah.
What kind of animals are you
Well,
found?
like, like mice and rats and things. One I found a rat in the freezer.
Whoa!
But he told me, I was like, Dad, what's this? He was like, oh my God, I meant to bury that. And it was like a year before. And because I remember him telling me, like, And then actually, I found a blanket in a bedroom of one of his houses. And I started pulling at this blanket and I realized that there was a vine growing throughout the blanket.
Whoa!
And I followed the vine. I had to move some furniture outside the house.
Did it lead to a body?
No, but it led to a tree that was outside the house.
Like it grew? The vine grew into the house?
Into the house and then through a blanket.
It sounds
was
like the vine was
interesting.
cold.
It was. And actually, he's a very practical man in the sense that he doesn't get rid of anything that he might need. He's even the type of person that will wash his hands and then dry his hands with a paper towel and then hang that paper towel then to dry. I'll go to his house and there'll be...
He'll hang a paper towel to dry.
Right, because you don't want to waste it.
Oh my God.
So be like my dad. If you're not going to recycle, then just keep absolutely every piece of garbage you own.
Well, they say reuse is better than recycle.
Really?
Yeah.
Reduce, reuse, reduce.
Reduce, reuse, recycle.
Reduce, reuse, recycle. So I guess reduce is the first one.
Yep.
So maybe we don't even have to get to recycle. Maybe that will be our PSA today.
Yeah.
Not don't recycle, but you don't have to.
Reduce, reuse. Who needs to recycle?
Yeah, reduce, reuse, period. The end. Exclamation point.
Period, then exclamation
It's
point.
been a lot, yeah.
Yeah, wow.
gotta say it.
Like you are just covering me now.
There's so much fluid. My nose is happening. My feet are tired
And bleeding.
and bleeding. Just blood.
God,
There's
everywhere.
Just bleeding blood. Nothing else, though.
Well, yeah, no, it's not bleeding blood, yeah. But I mean, you're just spitting coffee and phlegm and everything all over the place.
Absolutely.
It's
My
beautiful.
shirt's too white right now.
Ah.
The thing, what I do is I put so much creamer in my coffee that it doesn't even turn color.
So I have to ask about the class and about on the Sam Aiden Lieberman episode.
Nice job.
Thanks. You mentioned the old people in the class were grimacing at Mary's
Jack.
sketch. Now, I take offense to this.
I didn't mean you.
Did you not?
The proverbial old people.
There were 3 old people in our class.
One of them was the teacher.
Me, the teacher, and Jeffrey Brian Landsman.
Define old.
Over 40.
No, you didn't. There were ghosts in that room, Jack.
Ghosts?
Know. Yes, yes.
I'm just saying
There were
that
ghosts in that room. You didn't see them, but they were grimacing.
I was
and
laughing.
they were old. They were hundreds of years old, which is actually old.
But
40s
even
is not
here in the
old.
second city.
Are you saying 40s is old? Jack, that's offensive to our older listeners.
No, I'm one of them. I can say it.
Oh my God.
Man. But
I'm so sorry.
But I'm just saying that was a funny darn sketch from her, from Miss Mary Doctor.
Yeah, and actually, you know what? If I could have looked anyone in the face during that sketch, because it definitely had me tomato cheeked, because it was so sketchy. That sketch. Oh, I loved it so much.
And just to remind the listeners,
I would have looked you dead in the face and just to see. I'm sure you weren't grimacing.
Oh, I was.
You probably would love it.
I
You're
couldn't.
probably confidently like splayed legs, splayed arms.
Oh
like,
yeah, I had
taking it all in.
Legs akimbo.
Legs akimbo, just up in the air, just welcoming it in. Come on in.
Come on in, everyone.
Oh my God.
Yeah. By the way, I don't think you mentioned it because you're like, I don't want to ruin it, but no one's ever going to hear it. She narrated a Pornhub video as a sketch. It was one of the funniest things.
Yes. Did I never say it exactly? Because that's.
No.
Oh my God, that's exactly what it was. It was a whole narration of a porn scene.
It was amazing.
It was perfect, and it's like if you were to watch porn, which I don't.
What's porn?
As I am
What's
the queen.
porn?
Yeah. What's a porn?
What's a porn?
I'm no pornographer, but if I were, that's the narration I would want. I mean, does anybody listen to the volume anyway? Maybe that's what's happening. Maybe they are narrating the whole scene.
Oh, like in real porn?
Yeah. Maybe we just don't hear it because we're trying to keep everybody on the train.
What kind of sick fuck keeps
confused.
the volume up?
Yeah, exactly. Then people know what you're doing.
Then people know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Or if you're wearing headphones,
Keep it
that's
to
even
yourself.
creepier. Now that I think about it.
And then you turn your headphones up really loud.
Yeah, then everyone can hear around
I
you.
really want to do that on the train now.
Yeah, let's go on the train, go to Starbucks.
I see. I don't even know what it sounds like. I don't know if I will. I don't know. I'm good.
Was that a bedpost creaking?
It was supposed to be a person. I don't know.
I thought that was a bedpost.
I'm so confused.
Do you creak during sex?
Mom, what happened?
Where are we going here?
We never had to talk.
We never had to talk.
No, she was just like, you don't need to know.
There was one time, so when I'm super old, and 20 years ago I was dating my wife, and but I was living in Austin, but she was at the School of the Art Institute in Chicago.
Oh, cool.
And her roommate had a boyfriend, and they would bang all the time right there in the dorm room.
Ooh,
and no, it wasn't like
good.
no, it's good for them. It wasn't like we weren't like we weren't like, ooh, let's listen. But one of the best parts is at the end they actually broke the bed once.
One of the best parts, in my opinion, is at the end also.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, it was release, right? Yeah. So they broke the bed once, and so when we were in their dorm room and everyone was checking out, like for the term, they basically like positioned the bed so that it would stay up in a perfect way, and the RA came around and just like tapped the bed and it all collapsed. It was like one of those metal dorm room beds.
That's hilarious.
It was amazing.
Oh my God, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
It's like a homage to all of the,
But literally, the RA came and just like touched the bed, and it fell apart.
It just shattered.
It was one of the
basically.
funniest damn things I've ever seen.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That sounds great.
Thanks.
Man. So is that where you met your wife?
Under that bed.
Under that bed?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
No, I met her here in Chicago. Yeah. Well, no, actually, I met her in Austin.
Really?
A mutual friend of ours that she had gone to school with in Florida, oddly enough, flew her out, and like we met because I was bored and went to the airport with my friend to pick her up. And she was.
Oh my God.
I know,
that's so cute.
She was in town for like Memorial Day weekend. Back in
the sexiest holiday.
You're damn right. That smell of sunscreen and pool water.
Yes, honoring the veterans that have passed.
Oh yeah, the ghosts of the veterans.
Yes.
There was a lot of veteran ghosts when we were meeting.
Yes.
Yeah, there's nothing more romantic.
Oh my God, they're probably just whispering their ghosts in your ears. Kiss the girl.
Yeah, the problem is, so they were all like the veterans that were whispering to us were like really racist Southerners.
Oh, like Bedford Forrest from Cody's.
I didn't listen to Cody's yet, so I don't know about Forrest Bedford Forrest.
I think you had to leave early that day.
Oh no! Oh, you're talking about no. I was in
Nathan Bedford forest. The KKK.
When our teacher asked for a parody sketch and Cody wrote a historical
God,
sketch.
I love that.
And it was still amazing. And yes. No, I was in that. I played the guy that
That's
called
right.
them assholes. I switched from the southern to the northern side.
See, you started bad, and then I shouldn't say bad, but terrible.
Terrible. Started a monster.
and then you ended, fine.
And ended
I
calling the
guess.
monsters monsters.
Yes, so
But I probably still kept slaves or whatever.
Yeah, and also then now you're a traitor too.
Yes,
so
kind of.
I was trying to. My character was just the worst though. So I don't have anywhere to say it.
Yeah, I loved in that class like all of the casting decisions that would get made.
I know. He knew right away that I was going to be that Southerner.
Yeah,
I was like, hee y'all.
And anytime I needed to be like. Anytime someone needed someone to be yelling or something, I was that guy, which was fun.
Get Jack in here. We need a yeller.
You know what was
Old. I'm sorry.
All right. It had to come to this, didn't it? I'm old yeller. You know what was a fun casting one that I just remembered?
Yes.
You monster. Was when Jeffrey Bryan Landsman, when he did, he had a sketch and Wonder Woman was in it, and he cast.
That was Joan, not Joni.
Joan, who is Persian. She's from Iran, and it made me remember that because Gal Gadot is Israeli, and there's a similar accent, that the ridiculous Greek accents in Wonder Woman are really just everyone trying to imitate Gal Gadot's Israeli accent.
Oh my God!
Right?
No,
because they don't sound Greek at all.
A second time, it would.
But they don't sound Greek.
No.
They sound weird, and it's because they're like, you know what? This Gal Gadot, this nice model lady,
she sounds.
We're just gonna sound like her instead of making her sound like something else.
That sounds like all my decisions as a teenager. Like, yes.
Make everyone work around you.
Yes. Oh no! I would just pick somebody. I'd be like, oh, they're like this. I'm gonna be exactly
I'm gonna be like that.
Yeah.
How did that happen? Like, tell me about someone that you picked to try to emulate.
Yes, and well, this is actually kind of full circle right now. I used to have a big crush on Conan O'Brien. I used to draw his picture over and over as a child. Yeah, and I used to draw him in looking back now, it probably was a problem. I'm glad no one ever found them. But I used to draw the same image of him in a robe that was just too short.
Like a terry cloth robe, but that only went down just below the crotch?
Thigh high robe.
Did you draw freckles on his legs?
Yeah, his legs are so long and his hair is so full and thick and red, and I found him to be charming. You know what I really like? I liked how he got people one-on-one and asked them questions. And I always thought, I'd like to try to do that one day.
You're doing that now.
What?
You're getting people one-on-one and asking them questions.
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
I've made it!
Well, this explains one thing, though. Why you're wearing a very short robe right now.
That's right.
Yeah, I was
Would
wondering.
you prefer I not?
What? No, put it back.
Okay,
I'm a married man, Emma.
I have a partner as well.
I've heard.
When did you get married? 20 years ago?
No, we got married in 2009. So,
10 years ago?
Yeah, actually our 10-year anniversary is coming up.
Oh my God, congratulations.
Thank you.
Ooh,
Thank you.
The decade. What's the gift? Is it like silver or gold or wood?
I don't know.
Have you not looked into it? Your 10-year wedding anniversary? Isn't there like a special, maybe corduroy?
I think it's corduroy.
The gift?
Or no, it might be torn denim.
Oh, that sounds hot.
Yeah, I know.
That's hot right now.
She's already got a denim jacket though, so I don't know.
But is it ripped? Should you rip it for her?
I'm gonna rip it. I'm gonna be like, hun.
I know what you wanted.
I did it. See this jacket that you wear literally all the time?
You know that interview I did?
Yeah.
Emma's the best. Here you go.
Yeah, Emma's the best. I even burned it for you a little too.
Oh man, put my cigarette out on it.
Yeah.
God.
Oh no, I don't know. What is 10? God, I hope it's not like something expensive.
I hope it's not something.
I'm gonna do some off mic Googling real quick because I'm very curious about this.
That's okay. I did some Googling on the train on the way in.
Did you? What'd you Google?
Well, nobody could hear it.
But what did you Google?
Actually, that's a great place to go on break because I'm gonna pull up my browser history when we go to this commercial break.
I'm asking what you masturbated about.
I mean, it's usually just a bunch of words. that I type in, and then I end with compilation.
Oh shit! It's diamond jewelry.
Diamonds.
Diamonds.
Oh, you know why they call them diamonds?
Oh, why?
Because they're like make you want to die, man. Because you have to spend so much damn money.
You do have to. Okay, so we actually had. Fuck the break. I'm saying fuck the break.
Fuck the break.
My wife last weekend thought she lost her wedding rings, like the engagement and wedding ring.
Oh my God.
And it was like a panic.
Marriage terrifies me, but literally for that one reason.
Yeah,
like
no.
all the commitment stuff I'm fine with, but like the fucking losing those wedding rings. I can't even keep a pair of sunglasses for more than like 2 hours, like at a time.
Yeah, she totally thought she'd lost them. I think I might have just smacked the microphone on accident. So, but
Good.
and there was like a good 2-hour panic, and also I had thought
I'd be in tears.
So what you do is you, when you're adulting with a wedding ring, and it's an expensive one, you insure it with your house insurance.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
No.
and so
You have to insure your house?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I know.
I don't
There's a
wanna
whole
be an
thing.
adult.
So like, when we moved here to Chicago, I remembered I was like, I think I might change and get a different insurance thing for the ring. And so I had also thought, incorrectly, luckily, but well, not even luckily, but I thought I hadn't insured the ring either after we moved. And so we thought for like 2 hours that not only had she lost it, but I had no way to replace it.
Oh my God.
It was quite a panic. And then I'm like, oh, you know what? There's another bathroom she was using while we were getting our bathroom worked on. And I went in there, bloop, there were the rings.
Oh my God.
But it was...
I like the happy ending.
Yeah, it was a very happy ending to a very, like she walked downstairs and she looked at me like someone had died. And I'm like, are you okay? She's like, I think I lost the rings.
Oh my God.
I was like, what? Then I just fucking started hitting her. No.
Oh my God.
But
I'm just gonna leave that on the bench.
yeah, you better leave that on the bench.
You coughed up something.
Yeah.
It's a mess over there.
Is that a jelly bean?
I find that they're better if you don't chew them.
Oh, you eat them like a duck. You just swallow them. Huh?
I do, yeah. Actually, I prefer to eat them like a baby duck. You know, when the mama duck comes and spits jelly beans down.
Is that
my
what your
throat.
partner does for you?
Yes, he does a lot of things for me.
Aww.
It's very nice.
That's so sweet.
Yeah. I'm still in like the honeymoon phase right now, so I'm trying not to bring him up too much.
Well, you brought him up like
Sweet.
3 times during the Sam podcast.
I know.
Wait,
I'm
honeymoon. That
trying
means
not
you have
to.
a ring.
No, not honeymoon like that.
I know.
Jeez Louise, I would lose it.
Yeah. Did you take his name?
No, I haven't figured that out yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it starts with an H.
Herman?
Maybe.
Maybe? You don't even know his last name. That'd be amazing.
That's like a
My
that's
honey
like a
buddy has
3-month
not
thing.
told me his real name yet.
It's so exciting.
Yeah. It's
I like this part of the relationship where there's always mysteries, like what does he really look like under that mask, and like what's his last name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like
Is he joking?
when he says he loves you.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like,
Oh, gotcha, bitch.
gotcha. Yeah. How much money have you
Well, if
put
he
up?
liked it, he would put a ring on it, I guess.
Oh, on it? On his cock,
Yeah.
you mean?
I'm gonna pass out.
Well, that's what he almost did when he put the ring on it. It was too tight.
Oh no!
I know. Gross.
Jack, you're an adult.
You might need to double explicit this one.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Put double explicit.
Double explicit.
Yeah.
Explicit. Yeah. Inception.
Well, this just I don't think my mother-in-law can listen to this now.
Connie.
No, that's my mother.
Oh, who's your mother-in-law?
Oh, my mother-in-law was one of the inspirations for the Midwest Marie Kondo sketch.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes
She's
sense.
the one that would fold the clothes and then put it in the container and put it behind the clothes in the closet.
Just in case.
You never know.
You never know what you're gonna need 25 years from now when it's all rotten.
I know. It's so.
Apart. But it's poison.
It's poison.
But
Have you
that's
been? Have you been to like many Midwestern like? So you're not from here. You're from
No.
North Carolina,
Right.
which I know that there's a lot of hoarding that goes on there. Usually, correct me if I'm wrong, but in terms of like either barns or sheds or outside space,
Right. Or even
I've-
just outside space.
or just
that's-
outside,
yeah.
like old tractors and
Cars and
such.
things, yeah.
Because like I'm I grew up in Florida, and so I've been to the South also.
Yes.
But yeah, here it is like definitely basements, crawl spaces, like all that stuff. And it's really funny to me when you go to like old person Chicago houses. For one,
Oh my God, I want to so bad.
yeah, for one, like if they have a garage, literally half of that garage is just crap. Like you can only fit one car in it ever.
Oh my God.
And then like basements, it's like there's so much more square footage they have here from the basements, and they just leave their basements as like garbage piles.
Whoa.
It's amazing.
Is that because they don't want to recycle? Because they're afraid it's going to get burned or put into the
No,
ocean?
because they paid good money for it. Everything in my sketch was 100%
That's why I
true.
never pay good money for anything.
Aha! Is that why you just paid drug money for everything? It's all
Yep,
bad money.
It's all bad, dirty money.
Smart.
That's the only thing I use.
Great.
Speaking of which.
What? Are you looking for dirty money in your shirt?
My dirty shirt? I actually have not watched this.
Is there a hole in that sleeve?
There is. This is my comfort. This is my comfort shirt we were talking about on Sam Lieberman's. And I actually realized when I look back at pictures, I think I've been wearing this like pretty much every day for a while.
Wow. What's
Yeah.
what's the hole?
I just like to enjoy it when I put it on for a moment. Just a moment of silence, please.
No,
I'm
I
just
mean,
kidding. No, I'm
For a
just
moment of
kidding.
silence for the hole in your shirt.
That's right. I don't know where the hole came from.
What? That shirt is at least 3 sizes too big for you.
Yes, that too.
What man did you steal that from?
Well, it was actually my ex-boyfriend's stepfather.
Wait, what, really?
Yes.
Did he give it to you or did you take it?
Well, he had passed away, so
You took it off his corpse?
yeah. I mean, that's what that stain is.
Is that what you call murder? Is when someone passes away and you're like, well, I stabbed him and now he's passed away.
Well, he didn't have long. It was more like
He was 46.
He was on the 5th floor, if you know what I mean.
Ah.
He was on his way out.
He's on his way out.
Up and out.
Oh, man. Well, at least you got the shirt. Wait, is that the gunshot wound that killed him? Is that the hole? It's in the shoulder. You don't even know where your hole
Well, that doesn't even make any sense, Jack. That's in the shoulder. This is the one that killed him. This hole here, near the chest. This is the gunshot hole.
Oh, I see.
That one makes more.
The other time was a knife, a knife wound,
A
right?
knifing, yes.
Wow, that's amazing. Well,
like to wear
congratulations
knifing
on the shirt. And
Thank you.
Kit,
It's kind of like those objects in Harry Potter. Are you familiar with Harry Potter?
you mean a Horcrux?
Yes.
I'm familiar enough to know what a Horcrux is. I'm actually a sci-fi nerd more than
Oh my
a fantasy.
God, like Star Trek?
Oh, yes.
Oh, I bet. With a name like Jack Herman Mathews.
Yep.
I like
A
it.
name like Jack Herman Mathews.
I don't know what that means.
It means I'm a giant
judgments.
nerd.
No judgments. So you married your wife 10 years ago,
That's correct.
in 2009.
Yes.
Before that, when did you move to Chicago?
Oh, well, I moved here 2 years ago.
Really? Mm-hmm. You fit right in.
Thanks.
Absolutely.
Because I'm like really fat and racist?
No, because you're confident.
Oh, thanks.
You seem like aloof, like you've been doing this, and you just jumped right into the second city when you got here?
Yeah, actually,
Wow.
my wife was the one that sort of, that really convinced me to do it.
Did you know that you would meet your partner, Jeff Brian Landsman, here at the second city?
No, I did not know anything about that.
Wow.
I'm
Isn't
very
that weird
happy.
how life is?
Yeah, no, I'm very happy I did. I mean, he and I are like good friends as a result of all of this. And I mean, I'd hoped I would get some friends here because,
Yeah.
you know,
I
just
didn't have
moved
high
here.
hopes, but it's going well so far.
No, it is going well. And so, yeah,
I mean, I had high hopes in general.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
You seem like a fairly hopeful person.
I'm a pretty positive person.
Yeah. I mean, if you keep saying that to yourself.
Yeah, I say that every morning.
Yeah, you're like, oh,
A bunch of times in the mirror.
I'm a positive person.
I'm happy, you're happy.
I'm happy. We're all happy. I've got my ex-boyfriend's stepfather's death shirt to tell me I'm happy.
Remind me that I can do anything.
I can do it. If I can kill him, I can do anything.
That's right. Oh my gosh. Cold case.
But yeah, so I did the second city. I did the A through E. Did Jeff mention like the class is like a midlife crisis class?
I think he called it improv for elders.
It may as well have been that.
Just kidding.
No, it may as well be.
Midlife crisis.
Midlife crisis, the improv program, but it was like basically it was only
That is so
people
cool.
over 35.
I love that.
It was fun because it meant we could make references and everyone else would get them.
That's wonderful. Like Howard the Duck.
Like Howard the Duck, which was an awful, awful movie. George Lucas directed it.
Really? Oh, that makes sense then.
Nah.
He's never directed anything well.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
Fuck that guy.
I'm kidding.
THX whatever.
George, I'd love to have you on the show. that would be great. I don't want to rule anyone out here.
I know, right?
In the first month.
Well, we've ruled out my mom.
Oh my God. Yeah, I'm sorry.
My mom's not coming on the show now.
Connie Cons.
I mean, she might. Connie
Mathews,
might be
Connie
in for it.
Mathews. Maybe she doesn't have the patience to listen that long. Maybe if you just tell her, calm down. Does she ever come visit you in Chicago?
They just visited a few weeks ago, actually. They come. My folks come down and they have the deep dish, and we went to a Cubs game. And
is that like when you tell a lot of rumors, like when you talk about things back home?
Oh, deep dish.
The deep dish.
Jesus Christ! I mean, that's actually not far from the truth.
Oh my God! What's happening in Texas?
Yeah. Or no? Well, no. They live in Florida now. They're back
they
in
were
Florida.
in Florida, then they moved to Texas, then they moved back to Florida?
No. They did move to Texas, but I moved to Texas independent. So, like, I grew up born and raised in Florida.
Better.
Then I moved to California for a year and a half.
Oh, my God.
And then I moved to Texas. First Dallas, then Austin. Then here. And then while I was in Austin.
Jack does Dallas.
Pardon?
I'm just naming parts of your life.
Oh, Jack does Dallas.
Yeah.
I had, like, a lot of sex and film porn there. Debbie was my stage name there.
Really?
Yeah.
Debbie Do.
So when you hear Debbie Does Dallas.
Debbie Does Dallas. Well,
it's
no.
me.
Yeah, it's actually Jack Herman. But that didn't have the same ring to it.
Well, no, then it was Jack Herman.
Jack Herman.
Yeah.
Herman does anywhere.
Dallas.
Does anything.
Does anything.
Yes.
Anal. Mouth stuff.
That was the first thing that you mentioned. It's like, usually I think you'd like lead up to it.
Not me.
Anal.
That's
how you create a vortex. You gotta be careful.
Oh, you don't want to create an anal vortex again.
Or a hornado.
Hornado?
Vortex.
Vortex? Horcrux? We're going full circle here.
God, I feel like I shouldn't be wearing this anymore.
This is all. This is just all callbacks. We're destroying everything Second City taught us and just ripping it apart like
you know
your
what
shirt.
I learned recently?
What'd you learn recently?
That callback is the word and not kickback. I was in my class and I was like, I like there's a lot of kickbacks. And the teacher was like, yeah. It was really sweet. And then the other classmates were like, what's a kickback?
And you're like,
I hate you guys.
You're like, it's when you stand behind a horse and he gets really angry.
Y'all know that's how we do it in Carolina.
Yeah, the horse kicks you back whenever you talk about something you talked about before.
Best not be kicking horses like that.
Yeah. You're like, you're like, hey, remember that thing from the beginning of the show? Horse fucking kicks you. Boom.
Bam.
Bam.
Yes.
Just like that.
That's right.
Bam the horse.
Bam the horse. Okay, so you were.
Oh, you're trying to like
Florida.
Actually have some linear progression on this thing.
Also, what is your social security number?
5.
Great. Moving on. Mother's maiden name, Connie Michael Kirkpatrick.
Morrow.
Like
Morrow.
1 or 2?
1 or 2 what's? Morrow?
1 Morrow or
2 Morrow?
Yeah. Oh, you. Sorry. Moving on. Okay. So
I am giving.
I'm sorry.
I looked away.
He did. He's upset with me.
I'm upset.
Body language says no.
My mom is a direct descendant of Anne Morrow Lindbergh, Charles Lindbergh's wife, the first man that flew across the Atlantic.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Are they the creators of that baby?
Yeah. Him and Anne created that baby.
Oh my God. That's so sad. I'm sorry about that.
I didn't know him.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. Somebody did. Who's to say?
Who's to say?
We'll never know. I don't know much about that whole situation.
I don't either. I know that there was a baby and then the baby got kidnapped.
That's really all I know too.
I believe that the baby is like kidnapped by the mob. And then that's what popularized anti-mob sentiment in the United States. So actually, I do know more about that, I guess. But yeah.
Wow.
Like,
I was being honest.
Yeah. No, I thought I was, and then I remembered that.
That's awesome.
That's what happens when you're old, is you forget what you...
No, but it's also what happens when you're old is you know more things.
You do.
Very cool. But you can't retrieve them.
But you can't recall them.
You can't recall them.
Yeah.
You can't get a kickback from your own brain.
Oh, man, I hate when my brain gives me kickbacks. Kickback.
That's right.
Callback, kickback.
Calls. Oh, my God.
Yeah. See, that's the problem with improvising as an elderly man such as myself.
Oh.
I know. It's like 5 minutes after I'm like, that would have been hilarious. But it's too late because everyone's left the stage.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm not even the youngest person I've had on the show. Sam's younger. You know how old Cody is?
15.
He really weaseled his way in here. Well, I guess there's younger people here too.
He's like, I'm doing improvising. He was
Yay!
actually one of the kids in the background of Sam and your
That's
show.
That's right.
Yeah.
He was.
All right. So how old is Cody?
He's 21.
Right.
Right.
Do you know how I sort of guessed that?
Why?
Because his name is Cody.
That's a great point.
Cody is like, I'm sorry, Cody, I love you if you're listening to
Yes.
this. Cody's a child's name.
Cody is a child's name.
When I heard his
like
name was...
Lakin.
What's that?
Like Lakin.
Like Lincoln?
Lakin.
Lakin?
You heard that name?
No, I haven't heard Lakin.
Oh, and like, I know a lot of Olivias and a lot of Stellas right now.
I like when the old lady names come
That's
back.
what's happening. Like Gertie.
Gertie, Agnes needs to make a comeback.
Yes.
Maybe, yeah, but...
You know, my dad always calls my sister-in-law Bernadette
Bernie?
because he forgets that her name is Brittany.
Wait, say that again?
Yeah, he's interesting.
Wait, no, what were the two names?
Bernadette is what he guesses.
Yeah.
But then we have to explain to him, no, Dad, no one's named Bernadette anymore
Yeah.
because his mind is going.
But he calls her, but her name is...
Brittany. So who could remember Brittany? It's not like there's any other Brittany's in the world.
Who could remember Brittany?
Yeah, it's such an uncommon name.
But Bernadette... So, okay, you know what one of my favorite old-timey girl nicknames, though, is? Birdie.
Oh, I love that.
Isn't that great?
That's
Birdie.
the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need more birdies in
There's
the world.
an Aberdeen, North Carolina, and I always thought you could name a kid Aberdeen.
I think I've
call her
heard the name
Birdie.
Aberdeen, actually.
Yeah. I thought that'd be cute.
That would be cute.
Oh.
But Cody, that's a child's name.
Man, you know, I keep wanting to make jokes about being pregnant, but my mom's already like freaking out about that, and she just assumes.
You're not pregnant.
No.
You just like, the listeners did not see you hold your tummy as if you were.
Tenderly.
Yeah, tenderly.
I actually met my partner's parents for the first time, and I was
How
so
long have you
tempted.
been with this partner now?
Not that long. It's
I feel like
going
it's been
well.
like a week.
Yeah, it's been a week. It's been a good, solid week, though.
Man, when Janine and I, my wife,
Thank you. Thanks. Yes.
first got together.
We haven't even got to boyfriend and girlfriend. We're still a partner.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I don't know what the words are.
You don't even know what sex he is.
No.
Oh, man.
No, it doesn't matter to me.
Oh, sex doesn't matter to you? Like, the sex doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah, sex matters. The sex doesn't matter.
You two are just grinding hips.
Yeah, it doesn't even matter. I don't pay attention.
Yeah.
I'm having a
You're
good
wearing
time.
jeans, he's wearing jeans.
Absolutely.
Who knows what's happening
it's
down
called
there?
a North Carolina s'more. There's marshmallow, and there's crackers, and there's chocolate.
And it
It's a
doesn't
good
matter
time.
who's making the marshmallow.
Right. I'm making the fire.
And the chocolate.
Chocolate. Oh my God.
You
We're so gross.
look.
Triple
you
explicit.
Mentioned
Triple explicit.
chocolate. You said chocolate.
How you can't make a s'more without chocolate?
You can't make a s'more.
And you
without
can't make a North Carolina s'more without me.
You're the fire and the chocolate. Well, at least now you have
my
something to put on your
God.
Tinder profile.
That's right. Oh shit!
Yeah.
Even if when this doesn't work out.
Oh no! Did I
Is
just
that
do
what
that?
you meant?
No,
Oh my God.
all right. Look, it's
this
not gonna
doesn't come out for another week. I could be single by then. In my reference section, I'm just gonna be like crying. Like, thanks, guys.
Oh, I'm
It's
sorry.
been really fun
Look,
doing
I'm
this
sure
podcast.
it'll work. Like all of your
Yeah,
above jeans grinding
definitely.
will really work out.
He says he likes it.
He says he likes it.
Yeah.
Aww, that's so nice. No, when
God.
when me and my wife were first dating, though, like we were long distance for a while because she was still going to school. She was at the School of the Art Institute of Chicago.
Oh, cool.
And but like a few months after we were like dating, my
You guys started
parents.
long distance?
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's awesome. That's hard.
And my parents like came to visit Chicago, and it totally freaked her and her family out. Because my parents, so my folks like got married when they were like 19.
Yeah.
And so they're like, and then had me when my mom was like 20. They're like fast movers.
Right.
And her parents and her are not, and it totally freaked them out though, meeting the parents so fast, and
Oh,
especially like
man.
long distance. Everyone got along and everything.
Yeah.
So if you're meeting his rents for the first time, then yeah,
Yeah,
similar
it's going
thing.
pretty well, man. And it was funny. I was really tempted to make pregnancy jokes the whole time just to freak him out more. But
Yeah.
I thought I'd wait
Till you're pregnant.
until I'm pregnant, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'll pretend that's a joke. I just like to prank everyone harder than I like to like just live my life and be a human being.
You know what you should do is like when you're actually pregnant,
Mm-hmm.
be like, look guys, I'm off the wagon. I need a drink.
I was doing so good.
I was doing so good. Now I just need a martini.
That's right.
And then you drink the whole thing, and then you go, oh, just kidding, I'm pregnant.
That'd be great.
JK, y'all.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who wants a tiny baby? Oh, God, that's terrible.
Tiny baby.
Oh, my gosh. It's going to be a boy or a girl. We're never going to know.
We're never going to know.
Oh, because shots.
So tiny.
Yep. That's right.
It's going to be the size of a fist.
That's
It's
right.
going to be so funny. Oh, my God.
We are terrible people.
Terrible.
I'm not editing any bit of this garbage
Please
out.
don't.
We're terrible people, and we're owning it. And that's something to say for that.
You gotta
I think
own
we're
it.
pretty good.
You got any more questions for me, lady?
I do, but I feel like we got to go on a break sometime.
Oh, shit. I plowed through that other
No,
break.
I don't care. I loved it because you were like, fuck this break.
Fuck this
That
break.
was the whole song. Bridge break.
Break.
We're going on a bridge. We'll say it that way.
Are we going to jump off the bridge?
We got a roof.
Oh, that's right.
Exactly. We don't need to.
Okay. Let's do some roofies while we're on break here.
That sounds good.
Because you're sober, right?
Yeah.
But roofies aren't. Those are
Are
like
not-
70s
aren't sober.
drugs.
Yeah, it doesn't even count.
Doesn't count.
Those drugs have pubes.
Break time!
Oh, break time!
We all know it's important to reduce, reuse, and recycle. But according to a University of Queensland study, more than half of the world's sea turtles have ingested plastic. Is there more that you can do? Talk to the sea turtles in your life today about the dangers of ingesting plastic.
Alrighty. Jack Herman Mathews and I just came to a little decision, and we are going to shut this podcast down.
Forever.
Forever. Never again are we going to hear another one.
Pish, tosh,
My bosh.
bagosh.
Yes. Oh my pish tosh. All right. But we will be back next week, Jack and I,
Yeah.
on the Pish Tosh podcast.
But it'll be just like we're in the exact same place as right now.
That's right. You know what would be it will appear as such, yes.
Yes.
Well, our voices will be similar. I'll still have this cough then.
Yeah.
I'm almost sure of it.
Yeah, and I'm
I'm not getting over it anytime soon.
still going to be wearing my
Lovely.
Florida dad shirt.
Lovely Florida dad shirt. What are those, Harlems?
Harlem's? Yes, they are all neighborhoods in New York.
Oh, okay. That's what that is.
Yeah.
A Harlem is a kind of fish for our listeners.
Also a globetrotter, and
Also
they
a
are
globetrotter.
marlins.
Marlins. I was close. Jack Marlin Mathews.
Harlems are neighborhoods.
And Harlem is your middle name.
Yes, Harlem is my middle name.
Jack Harlem.
Jack Harlem Mathews.
Oh, like a hoodlum.
Jack Hoodlum Harlem
I heard there's
Herman.
hoodlums in Harlem.
Harlem. None named Herman.
No, I think you're right.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
No hoodlums named Harlem. Oh my gosh. No hoodlums named Herman in Harlem.
You know what? I got one for you. Can you say Pish Tosh podcast 3 times fast?
Pishcots. Can't even get to one.
Yes!
Yes!
The first mess up. Okay, you got this. I didn't give you any.
Pish
Wait, you're
Tosh
gonna mess it up.
podcast. Pish Tosh
You're gonna mess it
podcast.
up.
Pish
You're gonna
Tosh
mess it up.
podcast. Pish Tosh podcast. Pish Tosh podcast. Pish Tosh Kish Kosh Pish
You
Losh
look like a British
Mishmash
robot.
Mod Mash.
That's great. You know what? I got one for you. I messed you up so many times just now. I'm so sorry. I got one for you. A new one. Just for today.
Okay.
Today only. Next week when we meet again here in our same clothes and same place,
Yeah.
time, then we'll do something else. But I got one for you. Apple maple bacon jam. It's funny to say, and it's the best thing I've fucking ever eaten.
Apple maple bacon jam. Apple maple bacon jam. Apple maple bacon jam. Boom! I did it. High five.
I have buttons that do cheers, but I just wanted to do
Claps.
just claps.
Wait, when you say you have buttons that do cheers, what do you mean? Oh, on your little podcast app here?
I do.
I mean, your little podcast. I just talked to
Wow.
you like I'm an old man talking to a girl.
That was a little patronizing.
And
yeah.
your little podcast. Oh, how cute are those buttons?
You know what? Instead of the clapping and the cheering, I'm going to do this one.
What's that? Booing?
Yeah,
You booed me?
I did.
Just for being a patronizing man?
I cheered it.
Aw,
I cheered
thanks.
it. And we can't hear it right now. The listeners will be able to hear it.
Well, good for them.
Yeah. That was some clapping. I'm telling you as I'm
Is the
doing it.
okay? So is the whistle like? I see whistle on there.
Do you want to hear the whistle?
I'd like you to play it, and then I'll tell you what I think it is.
Okay, because we're not going to hear
We
it.
can't hear it.
We
Yeah.
can't
So
hear it.
let's play it. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's two construction guys whistling at a woman going down the street.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're like hearing it, or we're not hearing it. We're gonna do it for the listeners, and then you're gonna describe what you think it sounds like.
Yeah, and I think it's two construction guys going, "Hey, toots," and then whistling. That's what I think it is.
That's great.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna do this one.
What's that?
What do you think?
What's the caption?
Laugh.
Okay.
I'm gonna do this. Push this button, and then you laugh how you think they're laughing. Okay. What do you think? We're gonna do it for comparison later. Okay, the next one is O. Ready?
Uh-huh.
Uh-oh. 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 Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
It won't stop.
You did two.
I did.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Keep pressing it. I think if I stop pressing it, it'll stop.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Is it just going? Is it just doing O over and over right now?
It might be. If not, I'm just pressing it too many times.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh my god, this probably sounds.
Okay.
This probably sounds like a terrible morning zoo. So.
Yeah, I think I just broke it for a minute.
So I think it went like this. Oh. Oh.
I don't know. I don't know what it said. But
Are we not? Are we not doing a new podcast next week?
Yeah. No, I think we're done.
Aw.
Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
No, I'm so excited. I'm going to have you next week.
Okay. Whew.
On the next week on the Pish Tosh podcast.
Pish Tosh podcast. Pish Tosh podcast. Pissed off pod man.
Pod. Oh, we could just fade out with that. Ready?
Okay.
Pish Tosh podcast. Pish Tosh podcast. Pish Tosh podcast.
Misophonia.
Reference section and corrections time.
Hey there, I'm coming at you from North Carolina right now. I left Chicago after my improv for actors class on Sunday afternoon, and I drove all night, got here Monday morning, had a full day of getting my wardrobe prepared for the movie shoot today. I'm so excited. It's supposed to be tomorrow because I'm supposed to get these out on Tuesday, but I actually fell asleep last night whilst amidst my research for this reference section right now. So moving forward, this is the part of the show where I try to elaborate on some of the stuff that Jack and I talked about, and also make some corrections to some of the bullshit that I have said throughout the show. First of all, I have lied. I said that I had not in my life at some point in the show. But just as an example, some other lies that I told during the show were that I don't think anyone's ever been mad at me. That's definitely a lie. I said I am a queen. Jack and I referenced my foot bleeding. That did not happen. That wasn't happening then. It's happening now. My foot's currently bleeding. But at the time that this interview was not, it was not. I've never killed a man that I know of, and I think those are all the lies that I've ever said. No, I'm just kidding. No, I've definitely, lied to tell the white lies here and there. I'm a human being. Anyway, some other things that I looked into last night that I thought were really interesting were the facts surrounding Operation National Sword, which was when China really cracked down on their recycling policies, what they would accept from other countries as far as importing recyclable material. In July of 2017, they announced the stricter policies, and then they became into full effect last March. And basically, it just limited what types of recyclables China would accept, and it upped their contamination standards after like 30 years. That was due to the dirty waste contaminating the workers, the rising cost of labor, and the abundance of its own country's potentially recyclable waste. Like China's got its own recyclables to deal with, so they don't need to be, taking ours forever. So please reduce, please reuse, please recycle, especially plastics. The U.S.'s response to this, we've already tried to divert some of our waste to other countries like Malaysia and Thailand, but they've already become overwhelmed and no longer import plastics and recyclables from other countries too. So it's definitely like an epidemic. It's a crisis, especially when the U.S. is estimated to
create like 208 metric tons of garbage on a daily basis. So the debate is that's like already arisen is whether it's more important to focus on restructuring our routes and routines of recycling, or if we need to just focus on encouraging society to like no longer use plastic at all, because that's one of the biggest culprits behind the epidemic and the crisis and everything. And it's like a resounding both. Like, we should have better recycling regimes, but we also need to not use plastic anymore. And doing all this research really was a great reminder for me, definitely. I'm going to try to look into some ways that I could kind of lessen my carbon footprint, I guess, and I encourage you to as well. I did look into why we can't launch it into space, and embarrassingly enough, all the websites that I went to and stuff, they were all geared towards children. So apparently this is like a dumb thing to ask. But just so we're all on the same page, there's already enough trash in space that we don't need to be throwing any more trash into space. And the trash that's in space right now that's like flying around is already causing like a lot of trouble, because it's flying around at such speeds that it could damage our satellites and our like equipment that's out there, and astronauts that might be floating around or doing maintenance up there too. If we did launch it in space, we'd have to launch it directly into the sun. And, there's problems there. If we miss or anything like that, that would be terrible. Also, it would cost like $22,000 per kilogram. So it's not very like cost effective, that route either. So there's many reasons why we shouldn't trash the universe like we're trashing our planet. We talked about the little part in Texas that's at the top there, and it is called the Panhandle, and specifically the high plains of Texas. So when I was talking about driving through Texas, I drove through the high plains, which I thought was interesting. And the stargazing was beautiful, but when I did look up like the best areas for stargazing in the United States, unfortunately, I didn't find Texas on there, which is shocking because, the stars at night, they're burning bright. But the top three were Arizona, of course, like specifically the Grand Canyon, California, and Utah, if you're curious. 40s is not old. 40s isn't like an old. People in the 40s is not old. The traditional 10-year anniversary gift is actually tin or aluminum, which is interesting. And there's lots of like great examples, because when I first heard that, I was like, God, what are you going to give your wife, like a can of tuna or something? I don't know. But it's said that these metals reflect marriage's resilience, and it's toughness. I don't know. Resilience is the word. But also diamonds. It was funny. Anything that I looked up, and it was like, this is the traditional 10-year gift. This is a traditional 25-year gift, but also diamonds with anyone. Just get diamonds is basically what they're saying. You could go tin or aluminum and be like, yeah, honey, that's traditional, but just diamonds. Cody was one of the most popular names in the 1990s. So yes, and it peaked in popularity in the 90s. So, I mean, it makes sense that Jack would say that that's, like a kid name or whatever. The research is behind him. I looked into the most popular girl names, or most popular names for the last like couple years, 2018, 2019. Girls were Sophia, Olivia, and Emma. Oop, oop. So that's fun, because I feel like a lot of the people that I meet that are named Emma are either like great grandmas or like children. So that's fun. I don't care. No name shaming. No name shaming whatsoever. I love names. And some popular boy names are Liam, Noah, and Aiden, which I thought was fun too, because Aiden, Mr. Lieberman's middle name was Aiden. You hear that? You hear that, Sam? Anyway, the name Jack is actually making a comeback in 2019, which I thought was kind of cool, especially since I'm going to have another guest named Jack on the show here soon, my good buddy Jack Belbo, and then some names that have gone down in popularity that we mentioned, and Jack and I were right. Bernadette, Gertie, and Agnes have gotten steadily less popular since the 20th century began.
So those are not as popular. So if you want to be really unique, Bernadette, Gertie, or Agnes. That's what you got to name your kids. Also, I joked about drinking while pregnant and like alluded to fetal alcohol syndrome, and that's like not funny at all. Just throwing that out there. It's a serious thing, and no one should drink when they're pregnant. In fact, this might not be like a super popular thing to say, but I don't think I'm throwing it out there just theoretically. Maybe fathers shouldn't drink while the wife is pregnant, because that's a long time. I mean, I'm sober, so I don't drink at all anymore, but different reasons. But I mean, I think that would be an interesting thing to do for the father to also not drink during the pregnancy as like a show of solidarity and being in this together, being a partnership. I don't know, crazy idea. But I looked up, but don't take any relationship advice from me, like absolutely ever. I looked up the like average time that a couple should meet each other's parents, and apparently it's like 6 months to a year. So we're kind of jumping the gun on that one, but we're doing all right so far. I'm not single, so great. Thanks Corey for hanging in there. I think that's everything that I had for today. Oh wait, no, I've got so much more. I missed like an entire page of notes here. Okay. Speaking of drinking and not drinking, I do not have a sponsor yet. That's on my list. And I've never done meth. So there's some other things that I also lied about, I guess. Howard. We talked about the name Howard too, and it is a German name, and it comes from the German name Hugehard, or Hugehard? I hadn't tried to say it out loud until just now. But it's spelled Hugihard, and it means heart brave, which is very endearing. And as I said earlier, my brother's middle name is Howard, and it just makes me so happy. I'm going to calling him Nathan Heartbrave. Howard the Duck was a comic book character through Marvel or whatever, turned movie star in 1986 in the live action Howard the Duck movie. I have not seen this movie, but after reading the synopsis that a hyper intelligent species of ducks from a planet Duck World, one of them is beamed to Earth and specifically to Cleveland. And apparently it's got arms and legs, so it sounds like it's just cinematic gold. And so as far as like live action films, Captain America came out in 1944, but at the time Marvel was then known as Timely Comics. So I don't know if that counts or not. And if that doesn't count, then yes, Howard the Duck would be like the first Marvel movie. And I thought it was like 2008's Iron Man, but no, it's apparently Howard the Duck in 1986. Fascinating. The principal that was in Ferris Bueller's Day Off was played by the delightful Jeffrey Jones of such movies as Beetlejuice, Ed Wood, The Pest, The Crucible. He's actually got over like 70 acting credits on IMDb, like 91 total. So he's been in so many things. If you guys look him up, just look at his face for a minute, just honor him, because we forgot his name and I feel guilty. Anyway, Second City is not a multi-story drug den. We kind of talked about that, and I've never seen anybody doing drugs there. So I couldn't find out exactly how many Doppler radar systems the storm team at NBC has, but there's like multiple NBC storm teams. There's more than 3 storm teams, so I'm guessing there's more than 3 radars. I looked up the story about Miss O'Leary's cow, and that holds up also. Apparently, Catherine Arrin O'Leary was the clumsy Irish immigrant that allegedly started the Great Chicago Fire, and the accident involved her cow. And it's a fun story. The actual story is not fun. And I was debating on whether to say that. But of course, this was an actual woman that lived, and the rest of her life after the Chicago Fire was pretty miserable because people really blamed her. And I'm not laughing. It's not funny. But I just told myself I wouldn't say that part, and now I have. Anyway, she died heartbroken. Not funny. I'm sorry. I've got to end this now because I've got the giggles. it's probably like heat exhaustion because I'm staying with my father the last couple nights. I'm probably going to be floating around the Rowan County, North Carolina area for another few days, staying with some friends and other family members, but my father has no air conditioning, so it's been a lot of fun here. I actually picked a great week to come because it's been much more mild here than it's been. Lastly, I did 2 interviews yesterday for this podcast. I'm so excited to share those with you in the coming weeks. Next week, I will have Jack Mathews back again for a brand new, different interview, different time, day. And I look forward to sharing that with you. Oh, God, I hate goodbyes so much. Thank you so much for listening. I'm just going to have to shut it down because I'm going to miss you guys. I will talk to you next week.